What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to be doing the weekly recap of the stocked up trading floor. The market had a pretty wild week over this past week, and especially at the end of the week as Israel attacked Iran and definitely shook things up quite a bit. The market pulled back, oil popped, the volatility index popped by just under 16%, directly showing that market makers are expecting bigger moves to come in the future. So we're definitely set for a pretty exciting week, but before we get into that, let's definitely recap what happened this week. So looking at the breakouts channel, starting out on Monday, there was some decent action. NVTS, RKLB, and ASTS all had good moves. There wasn't any like singular, just like massive crazy mover that moved up by like 400%, but I did like how there were, you could say, 5 plays that all moved up by over 80%, and there were a handful of other plays that moved up a fair amount, and then of course, and as always, some plays that were just duds or just didn't really move that much. So I would say it was a decent start to the week with breakouts. As the week went by, there were, some better moves, and then there were some moves that were just okay, as expected. We could see on Tuesday, good action, Disney, Intel, Netflix, NVO, QUBT, a handful of decent setups and a handful of mediocre ones. Continuing on, we could see on Wednesday, there was some really good action with OKLO, QUBT, Intel, and RGTI, and even Starbucks, Shopify, and Affirm as well. It seems like half of the list here had plays that moved up by at least 100%. So definitely no complaints there. That was a very good day. Looking at Thursday, we could see, again, pretty decent action. Oracle, Carvana, GME, all solid moves. NEM, good moves as well. There were more plays that, were duds on this day, but I guess that's just the nature of the beast. And it especially is good to see like Oracle truly lead the way like it did on Thursday. Continuing on Friday, we can see that, again, there was some decent action. Oracle continued again, which is great to see. Visa and PayPal did fine, nothing too insane. And then there were a handful of plays that just were duds. So that was that for Friday. Oracle was definitely the leader again, though, which is nice. Shifting over into the pullbacks channel, it was much slower in this channel this week. Monday, nothing too crazy. Looking at Tuesday, again, nothing too crazy, not really anything, to be wowed about. Looking at Wednesday is when things definitely got a bit better. RGTI and SMR had some pretty solid moves, as well as Oklo. Fine moves, but nothing like truly insane. Things got a lot better on Thursday. As we could see, Carvana and GME truly crushed it, while Snow and RGTI did decent. So Thursday was like a very, very good day for pullbacks. And then on Friday, I would say it was okay. It was definitely more of like a breakout style week, but even on Friday there were some decent moves. But while that recaps like the day trade style action for the week, it is important to use multiple different strategies. And shorting put options is one that is definitely recommended to at least look into if you're not familiar with it. Basically, when you do it correctly, you get paid to buy stocks at prices you're happy to own them at. Not only is this an advantageous situation as it is, but the premiums that you collect are theoretically a little bit more expensive than they should be. This is called the volatility risk premium, and that benefits you because you are selling these expensive options, and this is an edge that works in your favor over time. This week, we had 5 theta trades expire, all of them for max profit, which is nice to see, but sometimes they will expire in the money, and when that happens, basically, you take ownership of the shares. You can either hold those shares, you can sell them out a little bit later, you can sell covered calls on them, you can roll the put options down and out before you get assigned the shares, among various other things to manage the position in ways that fits your thesis and trading style. But either way, I definitely recommend looking into shorting put options / writing put options / cash secured put options, especially if you haven't already. It's a great strategy to be aware of, especially for in a longer term sense. If you need any help with that, feel free to reach out to Tom, Hunter, Mason, or myself in SM chat, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. But besides that, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great Father's Day weekend, and talk soon, and let's crush it in the market this week. Thanks for watching.